you looking forward to in this series?
Man, it's high octane offense from the Bolts and some really good defense from the Isles. I do think that it might get to a bit of a track meet here and there throughout the first couple of games, just because of the intensity and where everything kind of stands with both of these franchises. You have one that is trying to repeat here with the Lightning, and you have a Islanders club who wants to get to the finals for the first time in a very long time. So I think the coaching matchup of Cooper versus Trotz is going to be very intriguing, and Varlamov isn't as good as Vasilevsky, but I'm really looking forward to see if Varlamov can match Vasilevsky's energy and tenacity, really. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to watching them play today for sure.
Good. If you have any comments, of course, feel free to add that in. Chris, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, a little more surface level than Devin's take, but if anything, last year, the Eastern Conference Final, the fact that it's a rematch, we're in for a doozy because that was some entertaining hockey last year. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be some high octane, some entertaining end-to-end hockey.
Sean?
I actually don't think it's going to be as high octane as people think. You look at what Tampa had to do to win last year. They had to get a little bit more physical, a little bit more meaner, better structured, better defensively, so that they could get through the playoffs. And I think that's what they're going to have to play to beat the Islanders, who are just that. And I'm going to find that just as entertaining as the end-to-end high-flying offense that we can see from Tampa. But we're also looking at in terms of offense, we're looking at Colorado was goals for per 60 in these playoffs, was the most with 3.78. Then in the next two are Tampa and the Islanders at 3.39 and 3.33. Like they're both very potent offenses, but they're both very structured, defensively sound teams with good goaltending. So I think it's going to be a little more of a slugfest as opposed to a track meet.
This is one of those series. I think that it's whoever is dictating, I think obviously will win. I think Tampa's power play is dynamic, and that has to be the Islanders can't and won't take unnecessary penalties. They
have to be New York Saints.
Yeah. And then I'll get to that chat in a second here. But for the Islanders, I mean, when I did the Conn Smythe video, it was actually really hard for me to figure out who I would actually vote for a Conn Smythe, because each game, each series, they find someone different to win. But, you had Brock Nelson score series-winning goals. You got Anthony Beauvillier. They used two goalies. You had Jean-Gabriel Pageau win faceoffs against Patrice Bergeron. You've got that identity line. For Tampa, cap circumvention. We can talk about cap circumvention all we want. It's going to be some are going to asterisk this if Tampa Bay wins the cup. But they have a deadly power play but they have that combination of that power play offense with that defense, and they have guys that could score goals at opportune times, like Braden Point. Don't knock out Alex Killorn and that defense. Mikhail Sergachev, which would be a top 2-4 defenseman in most teams, is a number 5-6 in Tampa Bay. That even with the Islanders, though, we don't give that defense enough credit. Adam Pelech was some people wanted to put him in the Norris conversation. So I think this is going to be a long series, and for Tampa, if you don't want to go down, you don't want to go down 0-2. But I think if you're Tampa, you want to win both of your home games for sure. Because if you give that Nassau County Coliseum, which really, come on, that's the MVP of the Islanders, is that fan base. Then I think if the Islanders can split In Tampa, I think they have a better chance to win if they don't. But I mean, and then let's not forget from Graham Moseman, our friend Graham Moseman, Jordan Eberle is going to score 10 goals. Book it.
Considering he's done so good this playoffs, he has 3 goals in 12 games there, Graham. And his shooting percentage is 9.7%. So it sounds like he's going to go off.
Yeah, we're just waiting. We're just waiting for it. But yeah, I think that this will be a good series. I think it has a potential to have a long-standing rivalry between these two teams. I don't think this is the last time they face each other in the playoffs at a third round level, and two great coaches. And I have Tampa winning myself, but I don't
Tampa
know
in how many? How many games there, Jeff?
I think this goes 6.
Nice. I think the Islanders are going to win. I'm sick and tired of Tampa, and I think that's more so thinking with my heart than my head. But I'm going to stick to it, and I'm going to say the Islanders in 7. I think that they will be able to shut down those top lines over there in Tampa Bay. I think Varlamov is going to be outstanding, and Vasilevsky is going to shit an egg.
Whoa. Okay.
That's a call.
Chris?
I'm going to say Tampa in 7. It's going to go to the distance, but Tampa is just too strong offensively, in my opinion.
I've got the Islanders in 6. I think that their structure, their defense, and their physicality, I think will wear down the Lightning this year. And I think that with the fans in Nassau, I think that's going to be a big difference. They're going to be able to feed off that energy on their home games and capitalize there. So I think this is the Islanders' year. Honestly, is where I'm at.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair that we're split because I think that these are two very evenly matched teams. I've said it before. I think the Islanders are starting to develop that blueprint that a lot of other teams and a certain team that Devin and I maybe follow a little bit more closely, I think is trying to develop a little bit more of that identity. They are becoming a blueprint of what it takes to win in the National Hockey League. So that it's going to be fun series for sure, and we'll be on top of it here. So subscribe, like, share, etc., etc.,